Let's now turn our attention to the markets. Analysts expect bargain hunting to continue in fundamentally sound securities that have pulled back from their previous highs, while anticipating the market's reaction to the audited financials of Tier 1 banks, which are expected to hit the market this week. Ekene Oyeka, a securities trader at Norrenberger, joins us now for a market update. It's great to have you on the program. Thank you so much for your time. So overall, we saw it last week, the market slipped for the first 3 trading sessions. Then towards the end of the week, we saw it bounce back a little bit. But what's your assessment of sentiment right now, given all that we've seen so far this quarter?
So given what we've seen so far this quarter, we've actually seen what the market have done throughout last week. It was able, the all-share index actually depreciated to 0.93%. And also the market capitalization too actually decreased to a slight margin. What we can actually say in this particular situation is the fact that we are really much expecting more of the results from the Tier 1 banks. However, most of them, like the likes of Zenith, have actually made a pronouncement in the market concerning their financials that we should be expecting it by 12th of September. So hopefully by second week of next month, we should be expecting those inflows and also to see how it can actually create a level of stability in terms of where the market is going to go in terms of the directions and also investor sentiment concerning those results.
Okay. Clearly, one big news story today is the inauguration of the new cabinet in Nigeria. And you could say that's one major box ticked by this government. Yeah. How do you see this impacting sentiment going forward?
Yeah, so definitely it's a very ideal thing for any government who wants to really drive any kind of investment in the country to have their parliament on ground, especially the ministers. However, what this has done to the market, number one, is to excite the markets. So it gives the investors the confidence in such a way that, okay, we have individuals who are going to run particular sectors or particular ministries in the economy, and it has a way of giving a certain level of confidence to investors. So to me, I believe that what this government have done so far, they've tried as much as possible to ensure that such situation will be put into place. However, going forward, I believe that this will be a turning around for us in the markets as investors, and also the possibility of taking the market, as seeing the market actually creating a certain level of rally in that particular position.
When you use the word confidence, when I look at the reaction of many people to the list of ministers, I'll perhaps tone it down and say maybe certainty now that we have a cabinet, because quite a few analysts and commentators have suggested that the cabinet as currently constructed is not super exciting, but at least, as I mentioned, there's some certainty now. We can get going in terms of executing whatever policies this government wants to do.
So as it stands right now, we shouldn't forget the fact that we've been through a lot of situations in this country, and also a lot of challenges have actually been fought us at this particular point in time. Going by what has really happened, we've seen the pronouncement of what the president have said so far concerning the removal of subsidy and also the unification of the exchange rates. So it's all a factor of we trying to show that, okay, these ministers can actually come in with their portfolio. They put it out to the economy to actually let us know exactly where they're actually going to drive this to. We have to know the policies that they're going to follow. That gives a certain level of direction or a certain level of confidence. Whoever investment you want to attract, both our foreign direct investment, also our foreign portfolio investment, this has a way of really attracting or creating a certain level of inclusion in these aspects.
Going back to the earnings season, especially with the banks that are likely to release their audited accounts, we know that typically there would be, if you like, a little payout, interim dividend. May not necessarily excite the market, but I guess the underlying result is something that people will be watching more closely. What are your broad expectations in terms of the quality of results we're likely to see?
Yeah, well, so far so good. We've been able to see some results that hit the market so far. We've seen the telcos, industry. We also see so many, like we've seen the likes of Transcorp to hitting the market too. But for the Tier 1 banks, which is actually the focus is actually right now, we're actually expecting to see their results, given the fact that over the years, we've actually seen their performances in terms of their profit after tax, we've seen their revenues grow and all that. So we believe strongly that if their result hits the market, we are very, very hopeful to a certain level that their results has a way of kind of impacting the market and inciting the market in terms of portfolio investors' confidence, and also see some level of portfolio restructuring in terms of diversifying the risk in their portfolios and see which stocks can be viable and can grow the portfolio over time.
All right, as we round up August, what are your top picks right now? Which companies do you think are likely to outperform the market going into next month?
Looking at the consumer goods, I'll look at Nestle and Unilever, number one. Also, the Comogores, look at the Transcorp. And also the banks, we still look at the likes of UBA and Access.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for your perspective today. Ekene Oyeka, Securities Trader at Norrenberger.